Alright guys, so today we're talking about Anthem as it is the 2-year anniversary, well, yesterday for me and a couple of days ago for you guys by now. And so I've talked about Anthem a fair amount on this channel. If you don't know what the game is, there's like 16 plus videos. All of the audio is absolutely terrible because those were when I started my channel. It was within the first month. I was supposed to be an Anthem channel. If you don't know the Spartan Vision lore, that's where it was all supposed to start. And then obviously the game was not very good. And, it went downhill from there. But, so if you haven't seen what Anthem is or don't know what Anthem is, there's 16 plus videos for you to go watch there about Anthem. But today we're going to be talking about the state of the game 2 years later, and specifically Anthem 2.0. And so Anthem came out, everyone didn't like it, it had a whole bunch of negatives. Again, I have a full review on the game, because I'm not recapping it, because it's a lot. But it had a lot wrong. Destiny style, EA problems, content, all of that stuff, lack of customization, that's the basics, right? The gameplay was really well done, right? Everyone loved the gameplay, but that was the only good part. It's kind of like Destiny, right? The gameplay is really good, although Destiny does have the loot on its side, but the gameplay is really solid, but there's just nothing there at launch. So, after a couple of months, I think, way past when it was supposed to, their first raid came out. Again, done a video on it, and it wasn't that great. It was just okay. It was fine. Got a lot of hate on that video, but it's alright. And so I want to say that Cataclysm is what it was called. It's what the raids are called in Anthem. That update came out, I want to say August. Don't quote me on it, but I want to say it was about August when that update came out. And then we didn't get anything from August until February of 2020, because this game launched in 2019. And so that's when they said, Anthem 2.0, we're working on it. And if you don't know what that is, essentially, instead of just trying to add bug fixes and updates and, small incremental changes here and there, they're stepping back. They're not touching the game right now. They're saying it is how it is, and we're going to remake the game from the ground up. The UI, the loot, the looting system, the rarities, everything from the ground up all over again. And supposedly it was supposed to be free, and it was going to come out. Everyone who had already paid for the game was going to get this new version, this better version for free. It's been a full year now, and we have very, very little news. And so let me just talk about what we do know from Anthem 2.0. So the first and perhaps most important thing that we know is that 90% of you who watch these videos aren't subscribed. So you guys go ahead, hit that subscribe button. It's free for you. It helps me out. It helps you see the next video. You can like, comment if you hate me. It's all good. Alright, let's move on to Anthem 2.0 now, actually. Now, again, they announced Anthem 2.0 in February of 2020. It's now February of 2021, and we have very little news. The only really things we've seen is screenshots like this with the completely reworked, inventory and gear system with new sets of gear. We've seen a couple of screenshots of new skill trees and skill sets and stuff like that. And that's pretty much it over the course of 2020. So we get to the end of January 2021. We're about to catch up with where we are today. And so January, beginning of February 2021, alright, EA, this game is made by EA if you don't know that for some reason. Alright, so they have their big conference, right? Their big interest meeting, I guess if that's what you want to call it, all their investors and everything. And essentially, they're deciding, not just this, but this along with many other things, should we continue to make Anthem 2.0? Or should we just drop it? The game's dead. No one's going to play Anthem 2.0 and just give up on it, right? And, obviously I want them to make Anthem 2.0. I think that the game could have been great. It still could be great if, again, they completely rework everything. But that meeting was supposed to happen, I want to say it was 2 weeks ago now at this point. And we still haven't heard anything, or at least I haven't seen anything on Twitter or any of the other outlets that I follow talking about Anthem 2.0 and if they decided to trash it or keep moving on. And I mean, it's a big decision. They're gonna have Battlefield 6 coming out this year. They're remastering Mass Effect. I'm sure they have 30 other Madden and FIFA and other games coming out. And from what I heard, it wasn't a small team working on it, and that's kind of why they are looking into whether they want to continue working on it or not, because it is a fair amount of people. And so ultimately, there's not a lot here for a 2 years later video. Typically, if we look at something like Call of Duty, apparently I made an Infinity War joke in this video. Apparently. If we look at something like Call of Duty or some of these other games, you know, within 2 years a lot happens. There's a lot to talk about. And Anthem, there's not a lot to talk about. It's kind of like the game itself. There just ain't a lot there, right? So I figured I would just update you guys on what's happened over the past 2 years, what's happening with Anthem 2.0, if anybody's still interested in this game, if you still play it, and if there's been like major changes and it's significantly more balanced and there's new gear sets and all that stuff. Let me know if I'm wrong. I haven't seen anything or heard anything about that. But again, Anthem 2.0, probably not happening. That's all I have to say. I'll see you guys.